what's going on, Trap? This is JC. Just had a quick question for you. So you said that you believe that anyone can be a millionaire in 5 years. I just turned 19 a couple of days ago, and my question for you was, what's your best advice and your biggest keys on securing generational wealth for the family after me? I appreciate you, and you have a good day.
Oh, man, it's my guy right there. So the question is, he's 19 years old, and the idea was that anybody can be a millionaire in 5 years. I truly believe in 5 to 7 years, anybody can be a millionaire. I think, but there's some steps that have to take place for you at 19. I don't think he has debt, right? He has no debt. You live with moms right now. So honestly, you set up in perfect position. I think your biggest goal is going to be the influence of your friends. I don't know what that looks like. I think the first thing we do at 19 is establish ourselves financially, meaning you can't be under mom's roof without helping moms out. You're 19. You know what I'm saying? You got a little hell on you down there. You know what I'm saying? So that got to be a priority, right? But I think now we put some financial things in play, meaning one, let's start establishing our credit. I don't know what that looked like, right? So your mom said you already got great credit, so that's good. So that's managing that. So the next thing is let's put a investing budget in play. At 19, I did it at maybe 30. I was investing 70% of my bread, living off 30% of my bread. But at 19, I want you to do this. I want you to invest. I want you to use that same idea, that same concept. But I would say do 60% and give moms 10%. And then live off the rest, because you got to pay the house. You can't come be a millionaire if you ain't helping moms out. You got to do right by your people. One thing I'm going to say is, don't be influenced by your friends, because I'm going to tell you some gangster stuff right now. They're going to be broke. They're going to be broke. Because everything they know right now is having fun. And I'm not telling you not to have fun in your life, but you done came here a few times. So for me, it would be, how do I now learn everything I can about financial literacy? You 19, moms come here all the time. You need to be here. You take the courses, I know that. So my layout would be this. From 19 to 20, I'm learning everything I can about investing. And what I'm doing from 19 to 20 is I'm investing, or at least putting my money in position to be invested this whole year. This next year, 20 to 21, I'm saying, how do I now get into the game at a higher level? Meaning, one, he got a job. So, entrepreneurship. So I'm not mad at you being an entrepreneur. I need you to have steady bread, right? And because what you're going to do right now is you're trying to navigate between being an entrepreneur and being an investor. And at 19, you don't try to need to be both. You need to go all in on one. Either you're going all in on an investor right now, or you're going all in on being an entrepreneur right now. You got time. At 19, bro, I don't care how much you think the world is crashing in, bro, it's just starting for you at 19. So you go all in on one, but at some point you can do both, right? But I think trying to do both of them now is where you get confused, right? So what I would say is, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, go all in on being an entrepreneur, learn everything you can about entrepreneurship. Don't worry about being a millionaire, worry about being a great entrepreneur. Don't worry, because if you're a great entrepreneur, you'll become a millionaire as a byproduct of it, right? So that's it. I wouldn't worry about so much as being a millionaire at 19. So you saying 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, by 24, you want to be a millionaire. That's great aspirations. But I promise you this, if you lock in on being a great entrepreneur between 19 and 25, I know for a fact you can be a millionaire, right? The reason why I put that into place for older people is because now they got to start getting their priorities in order. You got a fresh slate at 19. You live with moms. That's great. Shout out to moms, because she ain't put you out. You know what I'm saying? 2 is mom's probably, footing the bill. So now part of what you doing got to be on helping moms out. You can't just say I want to be a millionaire and you ain't doing right by moms. And mom's probably going to be on some gangster shit with you. She probably going to be like, bro, you ain't even got to help me out. I've been holding it down. Do your thing. But you still got to slide that little money here and there. Just slide it. Yeah, man, don't even worry about it. I know you took off of me and my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. Between 19 and 25, bro, don't even focus on being a millionaire. Focus on, how do I be a great entrepreneur? Because here's what's going to happen. What are you doing right now? All right, so right now you detailing cars, wrapping cars, tinting cars. So that means you making money. Guess what's going to happen by the time you're 21? You're not going to want to do that no more. You're going to evolve. You're going to do something else. Give yourself the freedom to figure out exactly what you want to do. But here's what I will say. I would start that investing account now. Without a shadow of a doubt. And I would just dedicate $100 to it. Every time I get some bread, let me dedicate $100 to it. Because you got to put all your money in your brand. You got to put all your money in your brand and your education. That's got to be the goal right now. All my money got to go into my brand and to my education. So you got to figure out what portion of that money you're going to make work for you. Whether it's $100, don't think that's too small. Whether it's $50, don't think that's too small. Every time you get some money, let me put $50 up. Every time you get $100, let me put $50 up. That's cool. You figure it out. You figure out that budget. How much of this money, every time I get something, I'm going to make that work for me. And the rest of this money going to go to investing in myself, investing in my brand. Investing in yourself is education. Investing in my brand, the thing that I'm attempting to build, and then looking out for moms. You can have fun at 19. I'm not mad at you. You're supposed to have fun at 19. You got to go through some of the things. But here's what I will tell you. If you negate some of the fun at 19, I promise you, by the time 25, you'll be able to live a life that the people at 19, they're going to work for you.
Hey, Trap Hey family, happy Tuesday. So my question is, what is efficient market hypothesis and how does it influence investment strategies and portfolio management? Thank you.
So basically, I appreciate you, Queen. Y'all feel the warm hugs all the time. So what that concept is wrapped around people having a strategy on their beliefs. So the key word there is hypothesis, right? Which is an educated guess, right? And efficiency is simply them saying, based on these things right here, this is how we outline a portfolio based on this data. Here's how I feel this is going to go. Simple. But that affects your portfolio based on the portfolio that you're building, right? So it's, where's the efficient market hypothesis based on me building this dividend portfolio, right? This is why when you get on CNBC and you hear people say, I don't own Nvidia because it doesn't pay a dividend, but I own Procter and Gamble. Right? In your mind, you're gonna feel like that don't make no dang on sense. But in their mind, they're not chasing the wins or what's hot. They're chasing the idea of how I build this portfolio out. And so one of the things that we're gonna talk about today on, and I'll make it easier for you, it's what is the thesis you have behind building a portfolio, right? And that is, what is an idea that you've created on why and how you want to construct this portfolio in a certain way. And that is what guides you. And now you say, based on this, here's the companies that are going to align with this idea of how this portfolio should be built. And once you understand that, you can build any portfolio based on that hypothesis or that ideology. That's where the data comes in at. So, man, she always asks a damn good question, man. Salute to that queen for that, man. Y'all always be testing my knowledge. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all always test my knowledge. Let's go.
Hey, what it do, Trap? My question today is, what are your thoughts on Camilla's plan on taxing unrealized gains? Do you think she's actually gonna go through with it? And if she does, how would it affect us? Thank you.
Man, I don't even know. I don't think that's Eddie, is that the first time you ever heard somebody say they wanted to tax unrealized gains? It only applies to what? 100 million and above. That's why you got him in there. It only applies to 100 million and above. And that goes back to what I said. So if you worth 100 million and above, if somebody saying they won't tax unrealized gains, what you think they about to do? Nope, they gonna say, all right, hey y'all, what policy we gotta put in place to backdoor this? Right, so that only applies to 100 million and above. So stop letting Grant Cardone scare y'all. Right, stop letting Grant Cardone scare y'all. Right, nothing wrong with Grant. I don't got no problem with Grant. You know what I'm saying? Because he's, it applies to him. You know? It applies to him. Mr. 6 billion in real estate. You know what I'm saying? It applies to him. So that's why he's adamant about, again, you're going to be adamant about the things that apply to you. You know what I'm saying? So 100 million and above. So, you know, that's why I said earlier, the people that's worth 100 million and above, they understand what's about to happen if she get in office, and they say, you know what? Here's our contingency plan in case she does get in office. She get in office, we got to figure out who we got to lobby. That's why you're going to see certain people saying, so I remember I was talking to this, what you call it, somebody like a prominent person, because I don't want to put no names on this because I don't want to. And I remember sitting down with him, and they said something to me that was real dope. My circle's been getting real dope lately, bro. I've been talking to some dope people lately. And he said to me, I'm not going to go on the front line for Kamala or Trump. And I said, why not? If you believe in, he said, because if you go all in for this one and that one get in, you've picked a side. If you go all in for this one and that one get in, you've picked a side. And the one thing a politician gonna always remember is who picked the side. I said, oh, you political. He said, you never pick a side. You just learn how to navigate by who's ever in.